Good morning, everybody. This is Safeguard, and it's a wearable device which attaches to a hard hat. And from the movement of somebody's head, we can understand the hazards around them, as well as the progress they're making on the job site. So my name is Woodhead, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mafic. And this morning, I want to talk to you about how we hire great people. For the last 20 years, I've been working overseas designing and project managing major capital projects in the oil and gas sector. My most recent role was working for Samsung Heavy Industries in Korea. So every morning we had about 45,000 people coming in through the gates to start a day's work. And setting these people up for a good, safe day was extremely difficult. The tools we had available to us were spreadsheets, experience, and a bit of gut instinct. So this is where the idea of Mafic was born, and I brought my family back to the UK to start a new chapter in our lives and a new chapter in the construction industry. So Mafic is a construction intelligence company, and we use a range of technology to take automatic measurements from construction sites and deliver actionable information to decision makers to improve health, safety, and productivity. 3 or 4 years ago, when I decided to start my own company, one of the best pieces of advice I think I was given was to make sure your first 10 employees are stellar. I knew this was important, but I hadn't a clue how I was going to achieve this or realize this. So fast forward a few months, and we got involved with a number of funded projects with the University of Southampton, University of Surrey, and these included we did 3 sprints and a couple of set nets. The immediate output from these projects were technical deliverables which improved our product line and de-risked our technical roadmap. But there was a second output which I think now is way more valuable. And this was giving us access to a pool of talented individuals who were capable of learning new skills very quickly and then applying them to real-world problems. So on a few occasions over the last few years, we've needed to fill a technical role. And we've gone to the market through an agency. We've paid top dollar for someone with a significant amount of experience. We sit back and relax a little, despite knowing we've increased our burn rate, but we're sort of confident that our problems will be solved, and that side of the company, or that problem, has been sort of de-risked. 4 weeks later, we encounter a problem, and we see the fix, or we identify the fix as, say, for example, a new Git tool or something that's only been around for 6 months. Suddenly, our highly experienced, highly paid professional doesn't have the capability to use this tool, or even the willingness to upskill themselves. So our road to success has to take the long way around at this higher rate. So as a result, and as a company, we've completely changed our hiring strategy. And on balance, we feel it's better to hire the right university graduate without the skills we need and train this person to use the tools that we do need. And so there's 2 things which generally get me excited talking to people or looking at CVs. The first one is good grades, but the second one, and more importantly, is the passion and enthusiasm to go and build projects outside of their academic studies, using their own time to upskill themselves purely for the purposes of satisfying their own curiosity. So I feel there's a really interesting secondary consequence to this younger resource pool, and that's the relationships with the universities and academic bodies. I think traditionally the university is seen as a great resource to get work done during the early stages of startup life. And what's happened, I think, in the past is that companies outgrow their relationship with the university. Now, considering the change in way people are learning, or potentially not learning through online content, I feel the university has a great opportunity to rebrand themselves as genuinely the go-to labour resource, and not someone you speak to when you feel you should plan for the future. So I think this is a really exciting time for startups, millennials, Gen Zs, Gen Zs, and universities. And these days, and I think in the future, you don't have to have 20 years experience to be really, really successful. My name is Will Woodhead. Thanks very much for listening.